LEX POSIMI. And before I introduce people that I'm in the studio with, I want to specially thank the executive producer and president of the Michael Adeboye Shaolu, Adenipekun Afolabi, the producer, Abdul Samad Balogun, the man behind the console this morning, and every other staff of Esteem Radio Vision, and very specially to you, our listeners and viewers, for always being with us, for riding with us, for being a part of our programs, for being a part of our existence. I want to say a very big thank you to you. And back to those I'm in the studio with this morning. I want to start from the Prince. Please introduce yourself to the people.
All right, thank you, Lex. To all our viewers, you are welcome to our favorite program, the CONFAB, where we give it to you what concerns everyone, of course, as a citizens of the country. And one thing about this program, what this program is all about, is just for us to dissect, even to give analysis about what is happening around us as a citizen of the country, even not only in the Nigeria, throughout the world. I still remain myself, Adenipekun Afolabi, the prince on the show. Once again, you are welcome.
You are very much welcome, Afolabi. And on the other side, we have the fine boy Four Pimples.
The four people in this too now.
Caroton.
Okay, esteemed navigators, welcome to the CONFAB. My name is AYOMIKUN, but you can call me AY for short.
AYOMIKUN. Esteemed navigators, you are welcome to today's edition of the CONFAB. Of course, as Afolabi has said, the CONFAB is the program where we discuss things that are happening in the country, trending issues that concerns us, that concerns our lives, that concerns us as citizens of Nigeria and of the world at large. And of course, this morning we shall be doing the same, the very same that you already know us for. But before we continue, we'll go on a very short break and we'll be right back. Welcome back, esteemed navigators, on that very short break. Today is the 3rd day of October 2025, meaning that 2 days ago we celebrated the independence of Nigeria at 65. Now, a lot of conversations have gone around Nigeria at 65. Where are we as a nation? What have we been able to achieve? Are we where we are supposed to be yet? At 65, should we still be considered a developing? Or I don't even know where we are now. Is it underdeveloped or developing? We don't know what our categorization is at the moment, because there was a time ago where we are developing, and now it feels like we are underdeveloped, and a lot of things like that. There have been a lot of conversations around this, and this morning we are just going to have that conversation very briefly before we go into the program for today. Now, I'm going to start with AYOMIKUN. 2 days ago was 3 days ago. No, is that 2 or 3 days ago?
2 days ago.
Yeah, 2 days ago. Today is 3rd. 2 days ago, we had our independence. Nigeria 65. Let's get your summary. What is the summary of what you think Nigeria is at 55? Are we where we are supposed to be? Just tell us your opinion. Let's have it.
Okay, thank you, Alex. Good day, esteemed navigators. So, my opinion about Nigeria being 65. Let's say, assuming, let's say, for a man now, you've aged 65 years old. You are 65 years old. People are not supposed to that's not the time for you to keep struggling, to do things by yourself, it's a time for you to relax. It's a time for you to relax, because in the Bible it said the grace that God can give you for you to live long is 70. No, at that 65 you are supposed to relax, keep enjoying things, but then you still now struggling to to keep to meet end at that age is something. So to me, Nigeria is still, is still underdeveloping. It's still underdeveloping. It's even far from develop. It's far from developed. At 65, we are still struggling to, to do things chaos here and there, and a whole lot of things is still happening in the nation. So it's at 65 is not something that is supposed to be. It's supposed to, things are supposed to have gotten better than it is now.
All right, thank you very much, AYOMIKUN AY for short. Now, in the broadcast by the president,
President Bola Ahmed
Bola
Tinubu.
Ahmed Tinubu, there was a part of the broadcast that said he has crushed insecurity. Now, after I heard that, the very song that came to my mind was Two Faces song that sang. It be like say they want to tell me another story again. No, now if you are being honest, we cannot categorically come out and say that Nigeria has conquered insecurity, because almost every other day we hear stories of insecurity, how people have been mauled, killed, maimed, and displaced all over Nigeria. We've heard of Benue, we've heard of Edo State, we've heard of Nasarawa, we've heard of a lot of places in Nigeria. And for the president to come out on a day we are supposed to be celebrating Nigeria to relatively give us bobo. Now, it begs the question: is this propaganda, or is this actually the real situation of things?
Okay. Thank you, Lex. Looking at the what the president said about the security in Nigeria, to me, is this political iggy haga.
Hmm.
Yes, political propaganda that the security in Nigeria is stable. It is obvious to every one of us that the security in this country, it is not the way it's supposed to be. Looking at the recent event, or what happened in the Kwara State, people in that area, they are now moving from their locality to Ilorin. Okay, will you tell those people that the security in Nigeria is okay? Even in Oshun here, day by day you hear that, okay, some people are gathering, some people are coming in mass, and all these things. The issue of the security in Nigeria, it is not where it's supposed to be, and our government should not tell us what it is not, because we are not we are not blind, and we are not deaf. We can hear and we can see what is happening. I think what I'm expecting, my expectation from the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on that day, I mean the October 1st, is that maybe you should talk about that. Okay, the issue of insecurity will be tackling with, rather than saying to Nigerians that
It has been tackled.
it has been even if he said reduced, I think I will still be okay with that. But telling us that, okay, it has been tackling, when you say you've tackled something, it means
It means it has stopped
Yes,
it has
that's
existing.
stopped existing. Now, I think maybe what he wanted to say, just to calm Nigerians not to be panic, and we're already panicking. It shouldn't be a time of saying to us that, okay, there is no insecurity in the land. We all know that there's insecurity here and there. People were kidnapping, people were killed. Look at the what is it called, this lady from the Arise TV
Mhm.
recently, after court to bar. Someone who went to law school, there will be a kind
Call
of
to bar.
court to bar that, okay, you are
certified
satisfied
lawyer.
the requirement even to be a legal practitioner. What what ends our journey?
Nigeria.
Nigeria, my country. A lot of peoples have died, I mean, a lot of innocent Nigerians, they have died because of the issue of insecurity. And there is one video I watched on the social media. There's one Fulani person said, he said Nigerians should stop mentioning one ethnics, that okay, one ethnic is the one constitutes nuisance to the country. He said if you see any Fulani that caught red-handed, he said they should take them to court and the court should decide their fate rather than named that tribe that okay, they are the one causing issue. He said what about other tribes that are getting involved? And it is true. There's some particular time that they caught some the bandits, and to my own surprise, you won't believe that Christian is part of them, even the Igbo is part of them, and the so-called tribes Yoruba, they are part of them. What are we now saying? That okay, oh, these people they are there. That okay, it is one tribe that is causing issue. No, we should look at this issue of the insecurity and tackle it. Even, and one thing is that there is one Yoruba people to say that abuareni labolo. You first thing you need to do is to secure
Protect
yourself.
yourself.
When you secure yourself, you know that you are secure. Definitely your street and your community are secured. And one thing is that if you see something, say something. That is the only solution to the issue of insecurity. If you see someone that okay, you've not set your eyes on this person in your community, and you've seen him or seen her for the first time, ask him question, interrogate him that okay, what are you looking for, what are you doing here, you are from where, and this, and I think from this that will be prevent that will serve as a preventive
Measure.
measure to the issue of insecurity. With your question, what president said, he wanted to use it to calm Nigeria, but to me that statement is a political propaganda.
All right, thank you very much, Afolabi. With this, we are going to quickly get into the some of the topics that we have for treatment for today. As at a few days ago, there was a picture or a report that was making rounds on social media about a set of police officers, ex-police officers that were caught. The report said dismissed ASP arrested with 1.134 blocks, 1,134 blocks of cannabis. 1,134
And looking at
blocks
the each
of
block
cannabis.
will contain a lot of kilogram.
1,134. Just two people.
Mm.
1,134. Now, according to the report, it said suspects were identified as Monday George, a 71-year-old dismissed police ASP, and Ezugo Destiny Uche, 41 years old. However, the other occupants of the second Elox abandoned the vehicle and fled the scene on sighting the troops. Now, this is where it gets interesting. A few days ago, we were talking about 1.13 billion naira worth of drugs confiscated from two Nigerians in India, right?
And this one happened
And now
right
this
now
one
in,
is happening right in
in
Nigeria.
Mm.
We cannot deny the fact that there's hunger in the land, and a lot of people are doing a lot of illicit things to get money, right? But that doesn't change the fact that what is illicit remains illicit. What is wrong
legal is
remains
legal.
wrong.
Mm.
This is a very wrong thing to do. We've been talking about drug abuse in our country. We've been talking about how to curb them and all of that. And secondly, I want us to treat these two incidents side by side. There was a video that was making rounds of a set of police officers arresting or maybe trying to confiscate a vehicle, a Toyota Hilux, a Toyota Sienna from a certain driver, and the driver decided to stay in front or lie down in front of the car. While this is considered to be very wrong, you cannot endanger your life that way. A very shocking incident followed. The police officer tried to confiscate this car from this man, drove and climbed this man. The reason I want us to treat these two incidents side by side is because it involves police officers. Some have been dismissed, yes, but some are in service. And Nigerians have been complaining about police officers a lot of time. It was exactly what led to the 2020 protest. The NSAS protest. It was police brutality. Now, if you are seeing police who can open their eyes wide open and climb a citizen they are supposed to be protecting, is this not a cause for concern? And then the same set of police officers that were once in service, dismissed, are now the ones leading the charge for the distribution of cannabis in the country. Is that not surprising? Is that not a cause for concern? Let me start with Afolabi. Is that not a cause for concern? Or how do you see this?
Thank you, Lex. You see, looking at this issue of the police officer involving in illicit things, you see, Nigerian, let's say Nigeria as a country, we got a lot of things wrong right from our selection. You know, if you want to you want to employ someone to be protecting lives and properties, there should be thorough
Training,
even not vetting. Not only that vetting, you should check the mental health of that person. Looking at him, is he mentally stable? Because I cannot.
You can't put people in charge of other people when they are not mentally stable.
When they are not mentally stable, you
Definitely.
know. If you okay, someone that you want to employ to be protecting lives and properties, and that person is a kind of person that he himself doesn't have life. Do you get what I'm saying? Now, for instance, now looking at this scenario of the police, we know that most of Nigeria, or let's say some Nigerians, they are adamant that okay, they don't want to give room for the so-called the what is it, the police officer to do their job. Instead, they may want to hijack. Okay, maybe because they don't want to be apprehended. That is why the man just flat on. I mean, at the front of that vehicle. That okay, I know that as a well-trained person, you won't. You how will I put it that you won't match on me. You understand? As a well-trained person, but to me, I want to appeal to Nigerians that not all the police officers are mentally stable. Not all of them are mentally stable. Some of them, what they are after is way of getting to extorting people to get money because they want to finance their home. A lot of things they need to attend to in their family. All these things they bring it to their place of work, which is not supposed to be. Okay, you see that scenario as someone want to prove the professionalism that you are a well-trained police officer. There is a way of, solve that issue instead of you to just be drive on the person that you're supposed to protect. Why can't you use your professionalism? You have the handcuff, you have the everything. Arrest the person.
If an individual should resist arrest, it means that's another offense. Arrest the person, handcuff the person.
For you to ask someone that okay, we want to ask you a lot of questions in our division office. It is the duty of you to call such person that okay, we want to interrogate you, we want to have some information from you, and as a citizen of Nigeria, it is your duty just for you to follow the police officer for interrogation.
Because if you don't, that's another offense. That's another offense.
I mean, Well, to me, when looking at the whole video scenario, now let's look at it like this way. Three, I think few days ago we are still talking about that a vehicle, that we are still talking about a vehicle being missing in the police station, in the police station.
In
Now,
the first headquarters.
yeah, in the first headquarters. Now let's look at the scenario like this. To me, I don't want to blame the man, because maybe the vehicle is a source of livelihood
For him.
and his family. Because in this video,
And we know the situation
yeah,
of
the
things
situation
in the country, yes.
okay. What if the vehicle is taken to the station, and the next thing
It's stolen.
the vehicle is stolen? What will be the fate of the man?
Even how
Mm.
sure are we that those
They're actually taking it to
That
the
they-
no,
to the
center.
station.
not that taking it to the station, that they are real police officer?
Okay.
Hmm.
Now,
How sure?
Or they're actually on
on
duty.
so now, okay. For example, I mean, for a normal police officer, a normal policeman, if a vehicle is being seized, you are to be inside the vehicle, and they take you together with your vehicle to the station. It's not that you are going to be left there, and your vehicle will be taken to the station. It's not done that way. So to me,
Both vehicles and
the driver.
the offender should
yes,
be
should
arrested.
be,
Should be
yeah, should be
arrested.
arrested, and they should be taken to the station. Because now, okay, what if the process of them not driving on this man, something happened? Maybe
Apparently,
you know,
apparently this man will sustain a very serious
no,
injury.
I'm not
no,
even sure
let's-
they are
let's
police officer.
no, let's not even saying that the serious injury. Now let's imagine that the tire maybe mistakenly matched the man's head, and the man gave her the ghost.
Almost though. Almost. Because if we look at that
No,
video, almost.
that is their intention. That is their
Almost.
So
intention.
now now we've been talking about police brutality. We've been talking about police harassing, beating people. Now the one that they did they do now is uncalled for, and justice should be preserved.
Lex, looking at
The-
this issue, to me, if care is not taken, some Nigerians, we Nigerians, the way we are thinking, some people may use this opportunity even to rob their fellow Nigerians.
Mhm.
Why is, look at this, if you watch that video very well, you will discover that they are not properly dressed. I mean,
They only wore blacks.
the only one blacks, and
There's no emblem,
Emblem
no logo,
of-
no name tag, nothing.
even
No cap.
common Nigerian can wear such
Black.
black
Of
and,
course.
And stay on the road.
and stay on the road, even
And
customized.
you see how the policeman, after he stopped, eventually, he ran away from the car. Just look at it. He ran away from the car.
Yeah,
Because
because
he's
Yes,
already
you know what he
problem.
did
It's
is very
problem.
is very very wrong.
It's just surprising. Why this is a reason for us to discuss is, these are people that we entrust our lives to.
with
According to the law of Nigeria, if you are new in a place and you are stranded, you can actually spend the night
at
in
the
the police station.
Don't try it
That-
now.
In Nigeria, can you actually try something
I
like
cannot try it. I will rather
I'd rather sleep in the
sleep,
bush.
sleep outside rather
I
than
really
going to the
than
police station
go
to
to a
sleep.
police
Yes,
station. They can use you to replace a
They
criminal.
accuse her.
Honestly,
Yes, now.
honestly speaking,
They can
No,
use you to replace
no,
a criminal.
no. These are things that is happening. These are
I
things that
mean,
is happening.
It's just disturbing
They-
that we keep
They will
we
just
keep
be,
talking
they,
about
will-
stuff like
they
this
will
every
be
day.
grateful that you bring yourself to,
To
them,
Yeah, to them.
on a
without
platter.
without stress.
On a platter.
Imagine.
So,
I-
Oga, we don't see replacement. though.
Replacement.
No,
Okay,
take
you
this
are
one,
free
maybe just-
to. Where's our money? And look at the issue of the police officer that they caught with cannabis and this.
Mhm.
Some of them, they are sent away from the service because of their evil acts,
Mhm.
because of what they did in the past.
Because
And
of their lack of
lack
professionalism.
of professionalism, instead of them to repent, okay, I've get myself involved in this art, okay, what is the way out? They will not be multiplying their evil deed, instead of them to think of
You know,
what to
when
do.
you lie once, according to that Yoruba adage, when you lie once, you need
You
several
need
other
several lies
lies
to
To
back
to
up
cover
the
cover
lie.
it.
you.
When you are a criminal, you need several other
Other
criminal
crimes,
activities
yes.
Lex,
to cover it.
Lex, it is better for someone if you know that in the first place you lied. Instead of you to be thinking of a series of lies
To
that you
cover
use
That
it
you
to
up.
got to
cover it
cover.
up, why can't you go straight that, oh, I told you this, oh, it was a mistake, I don't know that is what I said perfectly. That one is also is already solved. Instead of
You think they are going to do that?
You know,
no,
that.
instead of you to be thinking of way to cover it up.
The thing is, you are saying that okay, that you should just when you like once that you should not speak the truth.
Mm,
You want to preserve your ego that okay, this is what I said and I must stand by it.
mm.
So that's the reason why okay they feel like okay, if I should do this thing, I will just need another thing to do to cover to back it up.
You know, look at what the scenario that happens now. They were apprehend.
Yes.
Now, even there is no how you see them the way they dress that you know if it's someone that study psychology. You will know that these are not real police officer. You will know they are only using
The uniform.
the uniform even to uh, get away with their
Evil.
with to escape the
Their fellow
Now,
police
police
okay, sorry.
police
officers.
or at the checkpoint.
Okay, Afolabi, sorry. You are saying that you are not sure they are real police, that they are real police officer. Now, why is it that everything has to be in circle of of our policemen?
You
Why is supposed? Because now you said okay, probably the driver that was driving the car that almost ran on that man is not a police officer, and those two people now caught with drugs, probably they are not real police officer. Now, I'm just saying that why is it that
I think
everything
the answer is simple.
no, I've
why
told you.
There is always crime within the police unit in
so
Nigeria.
that's
So
what
only
that's
and
You-
you know as regular Nigerians,
yeah.
there's every tendency we even don't know this, right? It means that it is still people who are either close to the police officers or people who are former police officers or people who are present police officers are using these things, this knowledge to perpetrate evil.
you know why it happens like that is because that is why I said our recruiting process in the country is wrong. You know, some people are in the police profession just because as they don't see any other jobs to do, and some they are there based on the slot of the politician. You know, politician are some of the politicians are also recruiting their
They are
their
sluts.
outlaw to the police office for police
Division.
In fact, so it's
no,
to
that's
inside all the forces in the
forces
country.
just for them to have their way when they were caught and they say okay
I
they
have someone.
no they will be able to say I have someone. You know, jokingly, there's someone who said there's one recruitment that he attended, and they now asked them. I think DSS recruitment. Yes, he said they asked them that okay, I'm not there, but with the information I heard that okay, they now asked them that okay, who did you know? If you know that okay, you are here, maybe on a someone's slot, please be at this side. If you know that you are here on your own, you don't know anybody, be on this side. Some people with the fear in them that okay, if I said okay, I didn't know anybody, they may not take me. They have to join the people
Police.
who knows someone. Okay, now the army during the whole exercise they now said okay, those of you that you said you know people, this is the gate open. They match them out that we don't need you here because if the people those who gave you the slot commit offenses and you are asked to apprehend them, you will even be the one to be giving them information. They now match them out of that camp. If such things could be happen, I think we will have the sanity in our society, especially in the forces. Now this police officer uh, got arrested by the military. You know, if it is their uh, their counterpart or let me say their colleagues as a
Fellow police
fellow
officers.
police officer, they will get away with this.
Definitely.
Definitely. Even okay, why is it sure that this, they still won't get away with this?
I know their faces is on the social media.
It does not matter. Okay,
Well,
It's on
do you
social
think,
true,
media.
okay, do you think
true.
that
Oh,
do you think that being showing on
you remember Bobrisky's face was on
now,
social
social
media,
media?
yet he did not get into jail.
Mm.
Let's not
So
forget that
let's
as
not
well.
forget that one.
Nigeria, my country, at
Nigeria
65.
at 65.
Where are we
All
heading
right,
to?
all right, ladies and gentlemen, we are still discussing Nigeria at 65. Honestly, this is not what we are supposed to be discussing about Nigeria at
Yeah.
65. I remember there was an exposition somewhere outside Nigeria. I think it was a tech exposition outside Nigeria that it was only Nigeria's booth that was empty.
Mm.
And this is Nigeria at 65.
Yes.
Anyway, anyways, finally, let us talk about Senator Elisha Abo and one other topic. But before then, let's go on a short break and I'll be right back. You're welcome back from that very short break, and we've been talking about Nigeria and um, ah, Nigeria.
65.
All right, we've been talking about Nigeria and things that have been happening in Nigeria that we know and we don't know. We are intimating ourselves with what has been happening, trending in Nigeria, and this is leading us to the next topic for discussion, and it is about Senator Elisha Abo, former senator of Nigeria. I think he was representing Kogi State, or I can't remember where he was representing then, and we remember Senator Elisha not for the number of bills he moved or he sponsored in the
But
in the
it's
Senate House,
atrocity.
but for his atrocity because um it was him that assaulted a woman in a
Yeah.
sex toy shop in Abuja. That was I think 2021 or so. That was 2021 or 2020. I can't remember exactly now, but it was him. And now he's in the news again for he's in police custody for alleged rape of 13-year-old girl. Oh no, the story did not tell us if it was a girl or a boy.
13-year-old.
So of a 13-year-old, so we cannot tell if
A boy.
our dear senator now does.
Man.
This is serious. Now this is a senator that's supposed to be a distinguished member of our Nigerian society, and he has not once, not twice, not thrice, but again he has been indicted or he's in the news for the wrong reasons. Now for the rape of a 13-year-old girl.
No, don't let us forget that there is alleged there.
But it's in
Alleged.
the news, right?
There is it was just
Allegedly for the
allegedly.
rape of a
For
13-year-old.
those, so
Okay.
I'm not. There's something I'm just trying to bring out from that. Oh,
All right.
alleged.
Uh-huh.
So he might do it, he might not do
Might not
it, but
do it.
still alleged.
Alleged.
He might get away with
But
it.
there are a lot of senators in Nigeria. There are a lot of people in Nigeria,
Yeah.
and not everybody has been accused of raping a 13-year-old.
Yeah.
So it means that if he was not moving around
Yeah,
the space
yeah,
where he
okay.
can be accused or alleged,
Mhm.
his name will not be in the
In the
in the
news.
news, and he will not be in the police custody because according to the story, he's in
He's
police
in
custody. And I'm going to start with AYOMIKUN. AOI. These are the people that are. We've talked about the Nigerian police. These are people we are supposed to respect, or these are the people that are supposed to protect, guide, and guard us. Right? Now we are talking about another person who is supposed to be championing or sponsoring the um, the um, the intentions of Nigerians while he was in the house, right? Right now he's no longer in the house, but he was in the house at some point. So it means that once a distinguished member, always a distinguished member, right?
Yeah,
But right now he's distinguished for raping a 13-year-old, which is why I want us to have a discussion around this. Please, how does this make you feel? Let me
Okay.
let me just say it that way. How does this make you feel?
Now, okay. Upon hearing the news, if if for fact he is being proven that he's guilty of the rape, honestly speaking, this is a very very big slap on us as a
As a
citizen,
country.
as a country, because a distinguished member, like someone you, I think is someone that we are supposed to see as okay, okay, that we are supposed to be free with. We are supposed to be free with, you know, have anything, any issue concerning the country, we can, I mean the state rather, we can move it to him, and still we are still we are still getting someone like that in this kind of a mess. I mean, it's a very big slap on us as a country, and I mean even a 13-year-old, 13, not a normal 13-year-old should like he should that person should start maybe that person should still be in JS2, thereabout JS2.
A
The
30
highest,
year old, of course.
yes, highest, the highest class the person should be is JS2. Now you now stooping so low, a whole
Senator.
senator like that, you are stooping so low to have something with a 13-year-old. I mean, is I don't know how to put this in words, because hearing this news makes me, it's I'm feeling I'm angry. And as we are saying Nigeria are 65. Is this how we are supposed to is this how we are supposed to continue? Before we know it now, like that was the reason why I said they use the word alleged. Now before we know it, it can be
It
swept
can
under the
be
carpet,
under the carpet, of
because they
course.
can say that, no, that is not the one, though maybe it's
It's
someone
just
that
alleged. Someone that look
maybe
like
that's
him.
someone that looks like him. Before we know it, that's why we are saying that before we can, go and report to a police officer, they can, they can switch you to, they can switch positions for you. Now imagine they can say, it's not the one, though, is another person that looks like him, and they can bring in the person that this is the person that did this, another person will suffer for his cause.
All right, thank you, Ayomikun.
Hmm.
Because for some of us that have children already, this might make us really scared for our children, really scared for the lives of our children, the kind of people they relate with, and all of that. And Afolabi, you are in this situation, you are in this position, and if you have a child that's
Hmm.
13-year old, I'm sure this kind of story will make you sure that will make you be scared, be really scared that your child can actually be a victim of something like this, even from the most distinguished in our society.
Hmm.
Right? So please, tell me, how does this make you feel?
You know, let me, before I say something about your what you asked me. You see, talking about this man, Isaku Elisha Abo, it is quite unfortunate that this man, according to his history, he was born 20 years after the independence. Yes, if I got it right, 20 years after independence, because right now he is 60, I mean 45 years old. It means a Nigerian is celebrating
65.
65. It means he was born 20 years after the independence. Now, with the history of Elisha Harbour, you see, representing Adamawa North Central, he was resigned by the court. That was, when I think that is the 10th assembly. If I got the information right, he was resigned by the court of law. And someone who have that record, you should be able to think of how to build your record, how to let me say rebuild your record. You need
How
someone
to repackage your
your
image?
image, and rather than thinking of doing something that will tarnish your
And to think
image
this
more.
guy is a very young person. He's less than, I
45,
think, he's less than 50.
45, and it was fortunate to be a senator representing the Adamawa North Central.
That was as at when he was 40 or 41.
Yes, he was fortunate, and just because of that, should I say, or maybe it's because of the position he find himself, or whatever. But no matter what, how will you be engaging yourself in such thing? It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. And thank God that the police, they are doing their work right now by apprehend him, made either by arrest or invitation, and presently he's still in their custody, interrogating. Okay, how is the whole issue happen? You see, as a parent, yeah, hearing such things that okay, let's say someone of 13 to someone of 45, the age gap is much. And apart from the age gap, under the Nigerian constitution, the person, the age we heard about as a 13 years, is not mature enough to think whether okay, I want to have someone in my life or not. You are the one. It means you are layer her to such art, which it shouldn't be. And somebody like this, if they are not dealt with, you know, a lot of prominent people who have their way, we may want to continue doing it. That okay, if someone can get rid of it, I think I can do it. And don't be surprised that many of them they are doing it not for personal pleasure, for ritual. Yes, for ritual. They may ask them, okay, to go and get a lady that is still
Virgin.
yes, that are yet to be deflowered. That is why they will use all the possible means that okay, maybe they want to renew their their should I call it their ritual things. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be, and it's giving me concern as a parent that if I have a child of 13, like the one they mentioned, how will I feel? How will I feel? It is not something palatable even to hear about our country, Nigeria. I think I want to employ the Nigerian police to carry out their investigation because it was alleged, and somebody like him, some people may want to allege him just for them to have their way, or maybe it may be from his political opponent. I cannot deny that fact, but that is why I'm imploring the Nigerian police to carry out their investigation properly, so that Nigerians are waiting of the outcome of this scenario. We are waiting. We want to know what will be the outcome of the whole matter, and justice must prevail and must be served.
All right, thank you very much, Afolabi. It seems like the most prominent news that we have in the country at the moment is that of concern, that of sadness, and all of that,
Mm,
because that is still the same thing that we are going to be discussing in our very next topic. We remember before the 2023 election that the NURTW chairman in Lagos,
MC
MC Oluomo,
Musiliu
Musiliu Oluomo,
Uluomo.
he said, and he said that Iya Shukudi,
Tokosilie,
you're,
Tobale, yeah.
if you're not going to vote for APC,
APC.
stay in your
Stay in your
house.
house.
If not, you are going to be met with violence. And although he came out to
Debunk.
refute it, to debunk it, but we saw what happened at the 2023 general elections.
Mm,
The number of killings, the number of maiming, the number of ballot snatching, and all of that happened in Lagos, and not only Lagos, all over Nigeria. Another person has come out to say almost the same thing, also from Lagos.
mm,
Another NURTW person has come out to say almost the same thing in Lagos, right? He said, outrage as Lagos NURTW chairman Sego declares war on over 20 million residents ahead of 2027 elections. vows to do.
Ìkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní 2023 akọ̀wé ìníwọ̀n ẹ̀ ẹ̀ bá ń gbé 2027 ló wá ṣe dé ẹ̀tẹ̀ ọláyé rẹ̀ ṣọwọ́ náà òye. Ọmọ àfẹ́ràn iṣẹ́ mi báyìí á lè wá tì í. Ẹni tó bá ṣe any mistake ní 2027 tó bá lọ sọ́gbà tẹ̀ pé APC lẹ́fà ṣe kí ni lẹ́fà dìbò fún. Ìkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní 2023 akọ̀wé ìníwọ̀n ẹ̀ ẹ̀ bá ń gbé 2027 ló wá ṣe dé ẹ̀tẹ̀ ọláyé rẹ̀ ṣọwọ́ náà òye. Ọmọ àfẹ́ràn iṣẹ́ mi báyìí á lè wá tì í. Ẹni tó bá ṣe any mistake ní 2027 tó bá lọ sọ́gbà tẹ̀ pé APC lẹ́fà ṣe kí ni lẹ́fà dìbò fún. Àbẹ́ tó bá sọ pé òun ò ní gbọ́ àwa náà lè ṣe kí ni àgbà.
Imagine.
This is the country we live in, Nigeria 65.
Imagine.
So, the direct transcript says,
If you refuse to vote for APC, it means that the interpretation is simple as they will be dealt with, killed.
They will be it's not even about dealt with. They will be killed.
That
That's
is
the
direct
interpretation.
They will be killed.
From the someone who is the chairman of the
chairman of
LERTW
in
in
Lagos,
Lagos,
he has come out to say that if you, as a Lagosian,
Lex,
decide to vote for any other
Lex,
party apart from APC,
should we now say maybe he want to say this to have the approval or to be a favorite to the present president of the country, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu?
Okay, that's a way to look at it. But why? What if that is actually the script that was given to them to play
Honestly,
by even the presidency?
Because
What if? Because let's not forget that in Lagos in 2023,
the Labour Party
won Lagos.
Yeah.
And according to him, he said APC Legbewa. It means APC is our party in Lagos State. If you try that rubbish you did in 2023, you are not going to find it funny in 2027. It means you are going to die. We are going to kill you. Right? That is exactly what it means. So what if it is a script that is being played by the power to be?
Lex, if the Nigerian police want to get it right and the DSS that was saddled with this responsibility, I think by now that chairman should be at the DSS custody.
He has been arrested and released.
It shouldn't be released.
He has been released
because there should be backup for him, just for him to come out in public.
But for anybody to come out publicly to say something as bold as that.
That's threat to life.
Threat to life.
Threat to life has become a normal thing in Nigeria.
It's not a normal thing.
It has become a normal thing.
It means the electorate at the Lagos State right now
should be scared.
They will be scared.
Everybody,
even some of them will go out.
Scared.
Yes.
It's not that most of them will not go out.
You remember there was a lady that had her head caught in 2023
and still voted
and still came back to vote. Right? She had her head caught. She had a cut, like a very big cut on her head, and she still came back to vote. That was not the only example we had in Lagos State in 2023. We had a lot of other examples of people who were maimed, who were killed.
I think it is the right time for Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu to cop the NURT the Lagos State, not to tarnish his image, because saying it publicly, most of Nigerians will believe that he was sent to plant scared in
what if he was
electorate.
Actually sent? What if he was actually sent?
We are not there. We want to assume.
Don't let us assume for him.
No,
I understand what you are saying.
No, we are not. He's also assuming by saying he should come out and clear his name. That's also an assumption. That's you assuming he did not send them.
Because
right?
Saying that.
What if they were sent?
No.
What if this is actually what is going to play out? You know, when this Yachukudi issue happened in 2023 or in 2023,
yes,
I think in
That's
2022. A
that's
lot they
the
came out to say, oh no, we
to
didn't mean it
debunk
like that,
it.
to debunk it and say, and what eventually happened?
Yeah, it's
The
still
exact
there.
same thing they debunked. The exact same thing they said. That's the exact same thing that happened.
And
Now
even
now we are
sorry,
saying, let's
sorry,
not forget that
even
this is how we downplayed it
Mhm.
to the extent that a lot of people were affected.
sorry,
Now we are downplaying it again.
no, I even
It
want to say
should-
something.
Mm.
The person that made that statement, the MC one that made that statement in 2023, where is he now? Is in Abuja with who?
No, it's not. It's not probably in Abuja. It's out of the country.
He's out of the country. But before he left the country, where was he?
Hey, I
He
think
was
I
with,
think
he was the president, the caucus.
Exactly.
Maybe maybe that's the same thing they still want to play out again.
See, the truth remains that if you are being honest with ourselves, let's leave political
Issues.
correctness.
Mm.
Let's leave political correctness out of it. If you are being honest with ourselves, a party that came into power, or a person that came into power, that lost the most important states, and he felt
No, this is
undone.
not the most important place. The state he has governed before.
He also lost Abuja,
Yeah.
right?
yes.
He also lost majority of the
Southwest.
eastern states.
Yeah.
He lost majority of southwest, right? So he lost in the economic capital of Nigeria.
Yeah.
He lost in the state capital of Nigeria. He lost in the eastern part of Nigeria. He lost in the most important states in Nigeria, right? He lost in Kano.
Yeah.
Yes,
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 He
yes.
lost in Kano.
Because NFPP
Yes, won in Kano. So he lost in Kano, and Kano is the most populous state in Nigeria.
With a population of I think 5 million
So-
electorate.
So if that's what we are saying, right? No, it's not 5 million. Lagos is
And
24 million.
that is what I said. I think I'm not sure.
Lagos is 24 million. So what I'm saying is this: we downplayed 2023 to say, oh, okay, yes, they didn't mean it. It was just
And
a,
it
Normal
happened.
talk. Because
and it happened even more than he said it. Now this person has come out boldly. It was in a meeting that he said it.
I know.
He has come out and he knew they were recording it, so he wasn't scared to say it. He wasn't saying it in the corner.
Yeah.
He wasn't saying it being afraid. He said it boldly.
Assuming
This is what is going to happen.
assuming
This is
what
we are going to do.
And
he-
and
you know what?
You know,
Assuming what he said is, if you don't vote for the APC, you will be maybe you'll be asked to leave your offices. Maybe he's talking to the officers of the NURTW. I think that would have been better.
That would have, of course, they are in
Yeah.
the same group.
Group
But it's none
ahead.
of our
But
business.
if you
But
work
they are
again,
addressing
Lagosians.
Lagosians.
by extension.
Do you even know what-
Personally, I feel like by extension they are addressing Nigerians.
Yes.
Do you even know what? Do you even know what made me mad in the video? All the other people that were there
They were
after
saying,
he made,
"Ashe."
after he made his statement, they keep clapping. They keep clapping.
Psychopaths.
They see it
that-
as something good.
Something good.
Psychophancy.
Try to live something good.
That
in
was the same
Nigeria.
way our president said Bulaba, and people were clapping. Bala, bala. Anyways,
It's
ladies and gentlemen,
deliberate
this is,
nonsense.
we cannot continue to be angry with our nation. The fact remains that we still have.
But truth
we have,
needs to be told.
Yeah.
We have, yes, truth needs to be told, but we have a duty to our nation, so a duty of nation building, a duty of being dropping political or electoral apathy, and ensuring that we
Because
are a
this
part.
this will contribute
Yes, it's
more
going to
to
contribute
electoral
to-
apathy.
yes.
People will just sit on the fence.
This is just a call to action that Nigeria remains our own regardless. If you
Yeah.
go abroad, go anywhere,
You are
Nigeria
still
will remain
coming
our
back.
own. And if Nigeria is our own, only kini ẹni olóhùn lọ kú. Bó bá lódò ibẹ̀ náà lọ bá. So please let us ensure that we make Nigeria our
We
own
do
and
the
we
needful.
act that way. It doesn't belong to a set of people, and don't let us be scared of their threats. Don't let us be scared of their threats. We have a responsibility to carry out, and it must be carried out. So with this, I want to take the final takes of my guest on the show this morning, AFOLABI. Please, what do you have to say, or what's your final take?
Okay,
For a roundup.
my final take is that the police and all the security officers should do their work as it is expected. They should show us the professionalism in their field. And to the issue that we treated last about the NURTW, I think it is right time for NURTW to redeem their image, because hearing it outside that you are a members of NURTW, they, the way people see them, they see them as evil. That, oh,
No,
NURTW,
they used to say that Omo is Taniwo.
yes, and they should stop. They should stop aligning with the politician. That, okay, some in most of the state, immediately there is change in power at the state, there will also be a change of power at the NURTW,
NURTW.
which is not supposed to be. NURTW is an
It's supposed
independent
to be independent of the
independent
state power.
association.
Mm.
You should not align yourself with the politician. Don't allow politicians to make use of you, because they are getting their own money. You see what happened in Ibadan then. Sheyi Makinde has to send away all the unionists. That, okay,
Yes.
go home. I want to give you the governor seat to sit. Let me go and be managing the NURTW. You looking at the money they are getting from
Making.
it. They are making every day with this huge amount of money. The way the so-called leaders of NURTW extort their members, and they are using it to enrich themselves. I think this is the right time for us to get things right, as we are celebrating
Nigeria
65.
65.
Nigerian are 65. I think, like AY said, we should be maturing enough at this time of our age as a country. It shouldn't be that we are looking for way out. We should have been in a place whereby we relax our mind, everything, not be scaring that, okay, what is happening there, what is happening there, it means we don't get it right. Let's get things right as we are celebrating 60 Nigeria as at 65.
All right. Thank you very much, Afolabi. AY, let me have your final take.
Okay, my final take is now everything we've been discussing today all pan out to be the role and the duty of the military and the policemen in the country. For example, the senator that was alleged of raping, it still pans out that it's the police that are supposed to carry their duties, to investigate. This NERT
W.
W is the police and the military that are supposed to, to carry out necessary investigation. The policemen that are caught with cannabis, the policemen that ran over someone too, the police to they should do their work diligently. They should be open. They should be open. They should not try to sweep anything under the
Under the
carpet.
carpet.
They should be plain. Even with this can even this can even they can people can now start trusting the police. People won't be scared of get
Relating with them.
being involved with the police. So I think that's my final take on.
All right, thank you very much, Ayomikun, and a very big shout out to Adeboye Oluwabukumi Kemi.
Kemi.
Well done, Egbomi. I'm sure that's Afolabi. Afolabi is the biggest Egbon.
Who is biggest
Biggest
Egban?
Egban we have here.
You don't know who she's referring
Afolabi is the
to.
biggest Egbon for everybody.
Our prince.
Anyways, esteemed navigators, thank you very much for riding with us. Special thanks to the executive producer and president of the Michael Adeboye Shaolu, Adinbekon Afolabi, our producer, Big Balu behind the console,
Number one.
number one, and to every staff of Esteem Radio Vision, thank you very much for being with us, and to you, especially to you watching us, to you listening to us. Thank you very much for being a part of our program. Thank you very much for riding with us. This is us saying we appreciate you, we appreciate your work, we appreciate what you do with us and for us at Esteem Radio Vision. And with this, we are saying until we meet again on another day, on another episode of the CONFAB. I remember myself, LEX, I am LEX, POSIMI, and it has been AFOLABI, Adinbekun, and AYOMIKUN here with me in the studio. Till we come your way again. Bye for now.